Hey guys, so before I begin, I want to give a quick update. I know many of you guys are looking forward to my reaction and review on this week's episode of Stardust Crusaders, but I'm sad to say that those will be delayed because on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I will be spending time with my friends at Toronto Comic Con. I might be able to record my reaction and review, however, the reaction and review will most likely be delayed until either late Sunday or Monday. My plans have already been set in stone, so I can't change them, so once again, I'm really sorry guys. But hey, if you're by any chance going to the Toronto Comic Con, I might see you guys there. Alright, so that's basically it from the update, so with that being said, let's get started on this Bleach chapter review. Hey guys, LunarSpawn27 here, bringing you Bleach, chapter 620, Where Do You Stand? So the chapter begins with the Soul King's palace starting to collapse. Uryuu appears right between Yhwach and Ichigo, and it seems that Ichigo, Chad, and Orihime are still shocked to find Uryuu on Yhwach's side. Which, they shouldn't be shocked anymore considering that they already saw him before they left for the Soul King's palace, but I'm assuming they're still surprised because the shock they felt of seeing their friend, ally, and comrade betraying them and joining on the side of the enemy is still sinking in, or maybe they still believe that Uryuu has some sort of ulterior motive and is still good. Also, I can't believe I didn't notice this till now, but Uryuu has a new bow. What is this, like the 4th, 5th bow that he's gotten throughout this series? I mean, I remembered he had this short bow during the Fullbringer arc, but he never used it a lot. Anyway, he tells them not to move, otherwise he'll shoot. Ichigo doesn't listen and takes one step, to which Uryuu shoots a single arrow which was deflected by Ichigo. We then get this conversation between Uryuu and Ichigo, and when I mean conversation, I mean Uryuu speaking calmly and Ichigo yelling in frustration. From what we can make out from this conversation, Uryuu is aware of what Yhwach is going to do and what will happen if he does accomplish killing the Soul King, destroying all the worlds. He also knows why Ichigo, Chad, Orihime, and Ganju are there to stop Yhwach. But his answer as to why he's following Yhwach, at least his answer that he gives to Ichigo when he asks him, why are you over there standing on that side? His answer is, because I am a Quincy. Okay, I don't buy it. I just feel like that there's more to a reason as to why Uryuu joined Yhwach. But considering the answer he gave to Ichigo, because I am a Quincy, well, we've seen almost every single Quincy who has survived join Yhwach and allied with him. However, we don't know if the Quincies had a say on whether or not they would join Yhwach. But considering that Yhwach is the Quincy king, the Quincies probably didn't have a choice in that matter. But once again, considering his answer, by that logic alone, Uryuu would join Yhwach because he is a Quincy. What about Ryuken? Last time I checked, he's also a Quincy, and he hasn't appeared since the Fullbringer arc. You'd think with an invasion involving Quincies, he would have some sort of significant role in this or something. I mean, does Ryuken know that his son has joined Yhwach? Well, anyway, I don't think we'll learn Uryuu's true reason as to why he's joining Yhwach, at least not anytime soon. So the rest of the Stern Reachers show up and surround Chad, Orihime, and Ganju, draw out Valkyrie, Askenak Levar, and Lilebaro. God damn, I can't believe I still remember their names. Gerard was unimpressed that the supposed impressive battalion that came to stop His Majesty was nothing but a bunch of small fry. Uryuu tells him that their interference is not needed, and then he says this German word called Schutzstaffel. I'm sorry if I got the pronunciation wrong. From doing a quick little search, Schutzstaffel is German for protection squadron or defense corps. So I guess this is another term used used for the elite guards. Anyway, a couple more Quincy arrows are launched by Uryuu, collapsing the floor that Ichigo was standing on, sending him falling from the Soul King's palace. However, Lille prepares his gun, but before he can shoot at Ichigo, it appears that he got shot by a Quincy arrow. At least that is what's shown on this panel here. Uryuu tells Lille that there was no way they would have survived that fall, and even if they did survive, there was no way for them to come back up the Soul King's palace. However, if they were killed before the fall, there would be no further need for the subsequent contingency, which is what it means to serve His Majesty. Okay, I feel like Uryuu did that just to save Ichigo and his friends so that they wouldn't get themselves killed by the elite guards, but let's just say that they did survive the fall. Unless there was another platform underneath the Soul King's palace, or Orihime uses her son Tenkeshun to catch themselves from falling, obviously they will find a way to get back up. I mean, they did reach the Soul King's palace thanks to Orihime's son Tenkeshun, so what is stopping her from doing that again? Or maybe Ichigo can still use Flash Step to get to the Soul King's palace again, but then again, that depends on how they'll prevent themselves from falling down even further. Also, Uryuu said they in the translation that I read, but we've only seen Ichigo fall. We didn't see the others fall from the Soul King's palace, so we'll just have to assume that they did fall as well. So after Uryuu gains the approval of Gerard Valkyrie, we cut back to Yhwach, who looks like is about to get attacked by Mimihagi-sama, but it looks like that he destroyed the right arm of the Soul King. He says that even if you can see the future, you cannot hope to account for the difference in our abilities. Right now, you are inferior to me. He then absorbs Mimihagi-sama, receiving its power as his own, which resumes the earthquake in Soul Society, where we see the rest of the Shinigami who still haven't left the Serete. Seriously, are they still making preparations to head to the Soul King's palace? Because they still haven't at least started to leave yet. I swear this is getting really annoying. Anyway, Yhwach, now having the powers of Mimihagi-sama, says that he will take everything from the Soul King and make it his own. He tells Uryuu and the elite guards that they will leave Serete be for the moment, as he is going to absorb the Soul King. He also orders them to not let anything get in his way while he's absorbing the Soul King, and the chapter ends with this black, shadowy thing descending from the Soul King's palace. So yeah, that is Bleach chapter 620. What did I think? Honestly, this was a okay-ish chapter. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. I didn't mind the conversation between Uryuu and Ichigo, but I was expecting some sort of, I don't know, confrontation between the two, a bit of a fight, but most of the action that we got so far in this chapter was Uryuu shooting a couple of arrows. Also, I still believe that there's more of a reason as to why Uryuu joined Yhwach. We still don't know what his deal is, but as I said before, it might be revealed in the next couple of chapters, I'm not sure. However, I am glad to see the rest of the elite guards again, but we didn't get to see Haschwald. He hasn't shown up for some reason. I'm not sure why. Maybe Yhwach is keeping him hidden as a special kind of backup or something. Now that Yhwach has absorbed Mimihagi-sama, what's going to happen with Ukitake? Does this mean that he's going to die for nothing in the end? But since he has Mimihagi-sama, that obviously means that Yhwach is now even stronger, especially now that he's going to absorb the Soul King. I mean, he already has eyes that can see into the future. He still has Yamamoto's stolen Bankai. He also has his almighty abilities where he can absorb various powers and use them as his own, not to mention his various uses of his blood vein. So if he does succeed in becoming the new Soul King, he's going to be even more powerful and everyone will be pretty much screwed. As for Yhwach's motives, I'm still trying to figure that out. I mean, before we believed that he wanted to kill the Soul King to bring back everything to what it was once before, but that also led to him destroying the worlds in Bleach for some reason. But absorbing the Soul King might make him become the new Soul King, at least I'm assuming that's what he's doing, which would mean that he would be the new linchpin to these worlds. So he's not technically destroying the worlds, he just wants to rule everything, and by doing that, he has to become the new Soul King. At least that's what I'm assuming. assuming. All I know is that we need one hell of an explanation. As for what was happening near the end of the chapter, I believe that's his process of him absorbing the Soul King, or him using Mimihagi-sama to somehow alter some of the worlds or something. I'm not sure. But whatever it is, we'll probably see more of what Yhwach is doing in next week's chapter. Now, with Ichigo and the others, obviously they're going to survive the fall and they will find some way of getting back up to the Soul King's palace. Not sure how long that's going to take, but hopefully not too long. So tell me guys, what you think of this week's chapter of Bleach. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think Yhwach will become the new Soul King? And what are your thoughts on Uryuu and his answers to Ichigo's questions? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like the video if you like it and subscribe to more videos, and be sure to check out my Facebook fan page and Google+. So yeah, that is Bleach chapter 620. I'm Lunar27, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.